Hi dear friends, good morning. Nice meeting you all again on YouTube and Facebook. I told you that my 6th to 7th video I will take out the remaining story what happened further. Then I stayed in Praveen Gosale's house. Then many days passed. Then one day Praveen Gosale's wife, another maid Maria who's a Catholic, hi, we were all together cleaning gown, wheat. Every year they clean and they dry it up and they keep it in the for stock. Every year they do that. It is April, May or something. I think at that time only I left the house and came. April, May, yeah. I left in 19 in 1988. I left. That time I think it was April or May. I think soon after I crossed 15 or something. Yeah, when I was 15 only. I remember properly. Completely I remember. Then afterwards she was asking me, Yogita Gosalia, what happened? How do you leave Annette Pereira and came? How she was troubling you? What had happened? Tell me the full story again. The day I was a little worried about you that you came so late and you were all like that and in that state. So we couldn't ask you properly. Just tell me what had happened properly. Then I told her. Annette Pereira was troubling me a lot, beating me, not giving me food. And her son was interfering with me, Melvin Pereira. He was adultery was doing on me. If I did not listen to him, he would beat me, punch me. When she was not all this nonsense, he would do with me. And earlier with one girl also, Corina, who used to stay with them. With her also, he used to interfere, he used to do a lot of adultery on her. But that girl was kept, she was also was kept for adoption because her mother was very poor, had 3 or 4 sons, one daughter, couldn't afford to take care of them. The father was not there, father died at the early time, at her, the children were small early time. So there was no one to take care of, and she was the age of 12, that Corina. So she thought what Annette Pereira, somebody told her, Annette Pereira, she's teaching SSC children. She will take care of your daughter, she'll educate her, and she'll side by side. Her work also she'll teach her, and she'll learn work also side by side. So that Corina was kept with her. And when they were beating her, all the nonsense they were doing with her, they used to even make her naked and beat her. So then her son used to see all that nonsense, and then he started interfering with her. But at that time I did not know, and I was very small at that time. And I was small, about 5 to 6. I used to teach me also all nonsense, what I never knew what it is. It's not good. Now if young children are being taken like for that kind of work, the police arrest them lifetime. They are in jail for lifetime. But for me, there was no one to support. No, if I had to go hidingly or take a nice person or somebody at that time would support me and complain about Annette Pereira that she's troubling me like this and her son is interfering with me like this, Melvin Pereira, they would have been lifetime in jail. It's like a murder. A small innocent children to teach all that nonsense, adultery, and it's wrong. Not at, I'm not my age, to learn and to do all that. That is to force me to do all that nonsense. So this is what I told Yogita Gosalia. And then afterwards, I planned to leave them. And that is also how there was one neighbor of ours, Rekha, that I used to go very often when they used to send me down to clean and now give the dogs bath and now I used to go to her to meet her. And the parents used to be very good to me. Whenever they used to hiding me, give me food and now. So one day I told the parents, I told that Raki, not Rekha, Raki. Her name was Raki. She was my best friend, neighbor she was. So she used to always tell me, the parents and that girl, what did Annette Pereira is doing with you? Why she's beating you? What she's doing? What she's doing? She's beating you. What she's doing? Every time I see you screaming, crying. Sometimes in the middle in the evening also you're screaming, crying. Sometimes in the night also, and most probably in the evening at 7:30 I see you screaming and crying. What is happening there? What you're doing to you there? Then I told that she troubles me and now, and the son interferes with me, Melvin Pereira. He does adultery on me. He beats me, punches me if I don't do what he says. And a lot of things, wrong things are happening over there. But why they're doing that? I asked. Then the parents told me you will have to leave right now. Just in few days time you'll have to leave. Because these people are very dangerous and stupid people. Tomorrow his son will make you pregnant. The mother will take his side and won't take your side. And you'll fall in trouble. You'll fall in trouble. So before that you leave them and go. And then I told they were stamping Mother Mary, doing all wrong things and what was not good. Then afterwards I told these people are not good. You will have to leave them fast. Then at the age of 14 I left. That time I was escaped because that was a student's house. I didn't know. It is a student's house. Very far away I went, I don't know. But I went, I reached into one girl's house. It is a student. She went and told her in presentation after, what you're troubling this girl. She brought her from Divine Providence Convent, and you're troubling her, and now. What if my mother goes and complains, and now? Then by evening she comes and takes me back. It was my birthday day that day. And my stepfather shouted at her, "Why are you doing like that? Go and keep her back from wherever she's come. And she's living and going to people's house. That is good. Go and keep her from the wherever you brought her." She didn't want the sisters to know that she's troubling me. And whenever the sisters used to come and meet me, and now she used to pinch me from behind. "Don't tell her I'm troubling you, and now I will trouble you a lot after they go." So I used to get frightened. I used to not tell him. Just ask me, "She's doing good to you? She's doing nice?" Because the relation of Annette Pereira's mother sister's relation had sent them to this new house to try to take me away, take me back to the convent. But this one was not allowing. What she was doing, I don't know. I don't know what was in her this mind. But she was not allowing me to go. Lord, they tried to come and take me, but they couldn't. And lots, she used to pinch me, and now she used to frighten me behind their back, and don't tell anything to them, and now. So this is what I told Yogita Gosalia. This is what had happened to me. In the age of 15, I was living, and from the hillside I left, and there were some gangsters over there. They take some women's blood and they give it to the bridge. First they should take children's blood, but now they take women's blood. So they are trying, and young girls' blood they take. More than women, young girls' blood. More than small children, because they are not allowed to take children now. It was strict that time also. So then they were trying to take me and cut me and take the blood and give it to the bridge. So then there was a man who was coming down from the hill and going to the church side. I think I didn't know. He asked me, "What happened? Who are these people? I didn't interfere with you." I said, "No, just see, sir, I want to go." Then he said, "You go, I'm here, I'm standing here, you go." And he allowed me to go. I went, and I went to the church side. Then at the gate I stood there. I said, "Who will open the gate now? I want to meet Father." Then I went there. Then this boy came. He was going in the gate. He asked, "Sorry, you're the same one who was there on the hill, no?" I said, "Yeah." "What happened?" I said, "I want to meet Father." He said, "Madam, Father, you won't get today. Today is his their holiday. You should have come in the morning, no, at 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 also there was a mass. You should have come that time. Now, Father, you'll not get today. You'll get on Monday. Tomorrow you come, huh?" I said, "Okay." Then I went to my relation, where my stepmother and her sisters, where they brought another girl from that convent to live. I didn't know if they brought, I didn't know the full story. Nothing I knew at that time. Then I went to them. Their gate was closed. The house was closed. The neighbors are saying more than a month they've gone somewhere or they've gone for a holiday. They will come. Why? What happened? I said, "Nothing. I want to meet them." Then I said, "What to do now?" Then walking to another friend's house I went. Like our old house was there. Behind our house, there were Catholic people. That lady was my best friend. I went to her. Then she told me, "Sophie, we can't keep you your stepmother Annette. She's a very strict and very stupid and very cruel lady and very rude. It's very impossible for us to keep you. You do one thing, you go searching for a house, perhaps you may get a very rich, and go to a very rich house only where they will support you. Christian house, don't go in a Hindu house, go in a Christian house where they will support you, and they will file a case over her, and they will see that she's arrested. And when they will not let you go, they'll keep you with them, and they will take care of you. I will pray you go, because we are not so rich, and we won't be able to fight this problem if she comes and takes you back again and all. So you go there. And suppose if you don't get a house, it comes 7:30, come back, we'll keep you at night at our place, and tomorrow we will send you to the police station. We'll file a case, but we'll not let you to go, but we'll keep you in a nice person's house where that person will be able to take care of you. We would have kept you because you're a very good child, but we can't keep you because of Annette Pereira." Then I was crossing the road. I was crossing Praveen Gosalia's house, and that time Yogita Gosalia from top was looking at the children in the compound playing. That time Mayur was 13 years old. Maushmi Shah, she's Maushmi Shah now in Pune. She got married in Pune to Milan Shah. She was Maushmi Gosalia. She was about 11 years old. And the youngest child, Mitesh Gosalia, who stays in Altim, he was 9 years old. And they were all playing in the compound with the ball something. So I was at the gate only. So she's telling me, hello, how are you? Who are you? From where you come? Where are you going this side? I said, "No, I'm just going this side." Then she told me, wait, I'm coming, wait there only, I'm coming. Then she came down, and then she told the children, "You'll go inside." They're asking who she is. "Mummy, she's not looking clean, dirty she is. No chappal, nothing." I did not take anything from my stepmother in his house. Dear friends, I frankly tell you, I never take anything from my stepmother in his house, because one day she would file a complaint and I robbed something from the house and went. I went with a good heart, without anything, not even a bag, not even a chappal. So they saw me in that state, so they were a little frightened to keep me. Like from where I'm prostitute or what, they were thinking that way in their mind. So the children were saying, "Mama, from where brought this woman? Who she is?" And now she told them, "You'll go inside. After we'll tell you. You'll go in." Then she took me up. She told Praveen Gosalia, "One girl is come. Just talk to her and see what the problem is of us, if she needs any help. Then I went to Praveen Goswami. He was looking very handsome, very young. He was about 33, 32 that time. Very young boy, very handsome. His children are nothing in front of him. And Yogita Goswami was looking very cute, sweet she was looking. And she was looking like a Catholic, so I thought it was a Catholic house. Even I didn't know. She said, call me inside and now. Then Praveen Goswami started question answering me. And Yogita Goswami, where you come? See, don't tell lies. You come from here, come from there. I said, I'm come from here then. Don't tell lies. Tell the truth. Because from wherever that person's house you come, we will not send you back. But we will file a case in that person's name, and we'll keep you in a good place, safety place. So that you don't go back and you're troubled again. Tell me from where you come. Then I told I'm come. Then I remembered that friend of mine who told me that lady, they rich people only will support you. Then I told I'm come from Annette Pereira's house. Annette Pereira, she's my classmate. You come from her house. You're her adopted. Yeah. And my small sister Kokila Shah, Kokila Shah now she's become after married. Kokila, she's her student. And Annette Pereira is a teacher. So very often she used to come to our house. And one day she took our radio because Kokila's some function was there. She took the radio and she broke the radio and quietly brought and gave it to us. So we were waiting to catch hold of her and see that she repairs the radio, but no sign of her. Then after some time, Kokila's teacher changed. This one was shifted some other class, I think. And a new teacher came for Kokila. My small sister is. So she's married now. We got her married to Jasmine Shah. She's gone to Bombay now. So this was the story. And then afterwards, they decided to keep me. They said, don't worry about all this. I'll do everything in my name for you. You're like our child. I'll register you in my name. Whatever is mine is yours. We also have a daughter, Moshmi. Very cute child we have. You can be her sister and you can be our second daughter also. Everything was spoken, everything happened. Then afterwards I told Yogita Goswami that let us decide to run away, and I came to your house and you all kept me. This was the story end of it. So then afterwards, after staying in their house further, I crossed 2021. That time that Maria, that maid used to come and go, she started asking me, you don't want to get married? You don't want to tell them that you want to get married? You want to stay like that only with them? I said, they're good people, they're doing nice to me, and they were really doing nice to me. Wherever they used to go, and they used to take me along with them. Only their younger son, Mitesh Goswami, and their daughter were not keeping me close, Moshmi. She was not keeping me close. They did not like me, they saw me on that state and now. They did lots nice for me. The day I came, they gave me food, they gave me water, they gave me clothes to wear. Their daughter's clothes only they gave me to wear. They told me to have bath and come. And then and they were never troubling me. They were doing nice to me like a family. So I was very happy with them. I never thought of marriage and all. I said these people will do good to me. They're rich people. And a very lovely family, beautiful family. I never knew that further things would go bad in life with me. I'll tell you on the coming video. Sorry friends. On the coming 6th video I'll tell you. So sorry. Wait for my coming video. Thank you friends.